Let's call the meeting to order. As always, anyone have a request to remove anything from the consent agenda?
No.
Not I.
Motion to approve the order of items and the regular and consent agendas.
Moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
My reports, as such as it is, I went through the materials, and I just need to say, as I already told Tara, the materials that we get as a board are fantastic. If you look at them, you can't find one typo or one thing out of place. So thank you to everybody who is working on those, and I know it's a team effort. Also, this event here, I don't know if you all had a chance to walk around, the staff, the enthusiasm from the staff was
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Including a woman who gave me a raised eyebrow when I took a second piece of candy.
Were you like, don't you know my?
I didn't know, believe me, it was on the tip of my tongue when I was circling for parking.
Catherine and Laura were out in the parking lot in the rain,
Oh my
being
gosh.
kind to people and
Oh,
directing.
they
It
were.
was very nice.
Two other things I would notice in the materials we had, I don't know if you guys noticed, the download of ebooks has doubled from 19,000 to 47,000, which is just fantastic.
And interestingly, all these, like, we had all of these, like, notify me's if they become available, and a lot has suddenly become available in just in the last couple of weeks. So, I was wondering if maybe that could be,
Yeah.
like,
We
Libby
were buying
things.
more.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
yeah, maybe
buying
that's
more.
to do, that's why there's so many more downloads,
Yeah, that's all.
more availability.
And the only other thing I would add is that I saw that we got 70 downloads on BidNet, again, for our RFP. And I know it didn't 70 bids, but 70 downloads just shows what an amazing tool it is.
Yeah,
Yes.
truly.
So much more exposure, yeah. All right. First thing I want to share with everybody is that Baker and Taylor, in case you haven't heard, Baker and Taylor, which is a long time library book vendor, you see that we write them big checks every month. They are no longer in business.
My God, really?
Yeah, I know that's the proper reaction. Starting in the pandemic, they were having a lot of trouble fulfilling orders, and then things got a little bit better, and then it's been really bad. There were rumors, or there was a report that a company called ReaderLink was going to purchase them. That negotiation fell apart within a day or so, and then the librarians were all over Reddit looking for information on this, and there were several Baker and Taylor employees reporting that they had been fired. So we knew that they were gonna close, but they just put out their formal announcement, I think, was it last week?
It was.
Yeah. So they plan to wind down, I hear somebody screaming out there.
Oh,
They plan to wind down their business ending in January. So this has been a big ripple in the library world, because they are the primary book vendor for
Most everybody.
most everybody. And they offer a lot of services that other book vendors don't. And the big ones are physical book processing and
Shelving, I know, so.
yeah, and then their online portal is just superior to other vendors. So Ingram is kind of the next best thing, and of course they are standing by and ready to take us on as customers. We've been contacted by Barnes and Noble, Amazon is right there to take our business as well. So it's just a big shift, a lot of work. We had to order more spine labels because now we're gonna have to physically process more books. And we will see what Ingram does, but that's a big thing that's been happening.
But we don't pay ahead of time, we pay when an order comes in, so we aren't, okay.
But there are some libraries that did
I
pay
know,
ahead of
I know.
time, and
That's
now
what I was
they're really
wondering.
stuck.
Sure.
It's a really
Yeah, that's too
horrible
bad.
situation.
Well, hopefully if somebody does step in, they'll at least maybe honor, I don't know, those orders from those libraries. I know they won't, but I'm always hopeful.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
It's a profit-losing business, I gather.
I don't know if it's that or mismanagement.
It sounds like it was mismanagement.
Yeah.
They've just been in
Probably
business
finding
for
employees.
so long, I think they took their eye off the ball maybe.
Didn't keep up with the times.
Well, and this has been going on for years, really. Probably at least 2 years that it's well known that they've been looking for somebody to partner with them. And I think it's indicative, given that that deal fell through and then the next day they fell apart.
Yeah, that's too bad.
So you might have longer wait times for especially popular materials because we're just scrambling to try to get orders in.
But now the ebooks will really go up.
Yeah. So that's just something we're dealing with, but we're handling it. Just a reminder that Staff Development Day is coming up on November 11th. We are closed that day. This is the first year we're doing this on November 11th. We've always done it the first Friday in May for at least 10 years. So November 11th, Tuesday, we are closed for Staff Development Day. We'll be closed all day long. And I'm so grateful to you all for supporting that because it's really hard in a business that's open 7 days a week until 9 p.m., 4 days of those 7, to get everyone together to learn and be together as a team. So thank you for your support of that. We have our day planned. We're gonna spend the morning talking about the library design project. Chloe and Jenna will be here with us. And they're gonna walk through the plans as they are right now, and then we're gonna have a discussion about change management and what the changes are going to mean for folks' work and just trying to support people through this, because even when change is good, change is still hard for everybody. And then we're using the afternoon to have some department meetings, and then we're gonna spend some time cleaning both our physical spaces and our digital spaces.
Wow.
A lot of file cleanup that we can do, again, both paper and electronic. So, I have a note here, don't forget that the November 18th board meeting will start at 6:30.
It's number 1. How many more do you have? 30?
Well, it is in the agenda, for the next scheduled meeting, 6:30. There's a sheet of paper or a document in the board packet with all the subsequent meeting, start times highlighted, so 6:30. Do you want me to text you guys at like 6?
Yes.
All right, and then I have an update on the library design project. This is a really new development, so Joy is unaware of this. So the library design project is moving right along. I mean, we had a great furniture fair the last couple weeks. We got a ton of feedback from that, and Jenna and Chloe have been synthesizing all of that feedback. The coffee chats were good. We didn't have a ton of people at them, but the people that were here were highly engaged. We haven't heard any complaints or negative feedback on this. The staff were highly engaged at the coffee chat. So everything has been going really well. But because of all this extra engagement and then trying to close the feedback loops, like we've put all these opportunities for engagement out there, now we feel we need to kind of follow up on all of that. And to get the design in a place where I can present it to you all and have you all review it and sign off on it. I think we need a little bit more time. And so I've been talking to Jenna and Chloe about that, and then I spoke with Jared Secor. He's the project manager of the project. And because of all this extra engagement, we've already pushed the schematic design portion of the project out a little bit. And now we're in the design development, which was originally supposed to last 2 to 3 months. Now it's looking like it might last 5 to 6 months, again, to close all these feedback loops. And Jared told me today that that's gonna cost money, because the designers are spending all this time having to design and then do the engagement. His estimate was $100,000, and that's for the design portion. So if you remember that RFP that we approved almost a year ago was for $431,000, so that would be another $100 on top of that.
And who's Jared again? Is he the
Jared's the
Greater
project
man-
manager. No, he's a project manager.
I don't think
Probably
I've met him.
wouldn't have met him.
Yeah,
before.
okay.
I think he was at a couple of things.
Was he? Okay.
Might have been at that one that you were here.
But here is a memo from Jared. It's a little bit hard to discern because, I'll give one to Catherine too, because Catherine hasn't seen this. There's a lot of abbreviations here, so I think I can walk you through this. So we're in design development phase. DD is design development, and so he's saying that we've added a scope. CM is construction manager, and so we talked about that at the Building and Grounds Committee meeting, how now they are doing this CM selection process.
Right.
So that's added into the scope of design development. Even though that was always part of the project, it was not part of this part. The increased stakeholder engagement, as I just talked about, a lot of coordination efforts have been extended to that. And then the duration of the stakeholder engagement efforts. JTD stands for job to date. I didn't know that, so as you're reading through this and you see
600
that.
hours, okay.
Then item B added design development schedule. So the original schedule in the original contract was 2 to 3 months. And then that got revised to 4 to 5 months. And then, as I said, I don't feel like it's ready for everybody to review and sign off on now. So I asked for a little bit more time. So now it's pushing out to 6 months. And then here he gives us the design development budget status. The original budget for this portion of the project was $91,000. And that includes the subcontractor fee for Jenna, because she is not part of C2AE. So far today, they have billed us $45,500, which is about half. And then there's an anticipated billing left of $68,250. I didn't add up those two things to see if that doesn't look like it equals 167.
No, but this looks like the 68 brings it up to 75%.
Yes. And then they're proposing this amendment of adding 100,000 to design development for C2AE. And then he said he wasn't sure how Jenna will be impacted, but he'll figure that out.
So with this increased time frame, when we get our next deliverables to show people, is it going to be really extensive? Like the furniture will have been selected at that time? Will the answers that we've had about, like what's the difference between the 100,000
That's
or the $1
kind
million, I guess?
that is the tricky part. And they're saying at this point, no, they won't really have anything super concrete
Okay,
to share with us.
okay.
I mean, they will be able to give us floor plans and they'll be able to show us finishes.
I don't
Okay.
feel like this is a reflection of that. I think that process is still gonna
Okay.
take time. What I think this is, if we're reading the tea leaves, is that they have extended, and we've asked for extensive community and staff outreach.
Sure.
And they've spent
A lot of time.
a lot of time, and I think it's gonna be difficult to pull that pony back into
Yes,
the
that's
barn.
the
Okay.
hard part right now, yeah.
Just reading some of the, recent emails. That's what I'm reading here. The sort of add $100,000 bothers me greatly, because in reference to your conversation in the past about the round number, I'm just concerned that it's like a black hole, a little bit of a black hole.
Jared did mention that he was hoping that he wouldn't have to add any money, but
We should be expecting that approximately that amount.
yeah.
Okay.
He said when we extended the schematic design phase, that was already a creeping of the scope.
Mm-hmm.
And he felt he was hoping we could make up for it later, and he said now that we're not, he's like, now I can't, there's something I can do, I need to charge more money.
My concern is how we're gonna harness that in.
Yes, well, I already just what you said, Joy, that we're gonna have to pull the pony back in the barn. Yeah. So I have a MAC
fully
meeting.
expect that you will.
Yeah, I have a MAC meeting tomorrow morning and I plan to let everybody know that this is it. This is over, no more, we've gotten lots of feedback already, all the way back to the pre-design and research report. And the scope has already creeped and we're done now.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So we don't have to pay this right now or anything. I assume that you guys will wanna approve that by a formal vote?
What are you asking us to approve it now?
No.
So my reaction to this was, the 100,000 seems like a made-up number.
Oh, sure it is.
We would like to see what exactly is
What are we
causing
being
the
charged for?
overruns itemized. And by the way, that number shouldn't add up to 100.
Right.
It should add up to something less and something specific.
I agree.
And what that looks like going forward to how that pony is gonna be put back in, what does that mean? Or are we gonna be in the same place in a couple months? How are we gonna pull that
Or
pony
you're
back?
right,
Yeah,
a lot of it's up to me at this point. It's fine, it's my job. Alright, so I'll go back and ask for a better breakdown of what we're being charged for. Okay,
You can tell them the board's reaction
Exactly.
wasn't completely adverse, simply looking for something a little more demonstrative of the incremental cost.
Yes.
okay.
cause it's really, I don't wanna say it's our fault, it's been our invitation to the people that we know that this is important to, and that
Yeah.
the biggest part is staff.
Yes, and we only want stakeholders to feel
Right.
a part of,
Yes,
but,
But not $100,000 figure.
and they, and by now, they absolutely should.
Right.
yes, yeah.
Well, and I also think we do this as a buffer for us, so that if we do have a complaint from one of our constituents, that he or she, we've had the chairs, the furniture out, we've had
Yes.
chat times, and we can explain that. It's not as if we were just nefarious and like,
Yes,
oh,
designing
yeah.
in a vacuum, yeah. Yes, you're right, I mean, it was very important to me to make sure that we got a lot of
Sure.
feedback and input, but, yeah. Pulling the pony back in.
From you and from all of us, we wanted that. It wasn't, you were doing this without our support, so.
Right, yeah.
Sure, if the staff is not happy, then no one is going to be happy, right?
Well said.
T-shirt choir.
Possibly.
They're professionals. All right, well, thank you for your feedback on that, and I will keep you posted on what happens next. Our next meeting is,
December, isn't it?
well, our next meeting for the design committee is Thursday.
Oh.
That'll be a virtual meeting, just kind of a check-in. And then the Michigan Library Association Conference is next week, and Jenna, Chloe, and I are presenting at that on this project. Then Staff Development Day, so there's like a bunch of meetings coming up. And then, yeah, our next meeting on it would be December 11th, Building and Grounds. All right, that's my report.
What time is that?
9 a.m.
I was asked to participate in some review of the plumbing project, and I was just wondering, has that been put on hold a little
Yeah,
while now?
I haven't had a chance to think about that yet,
Okay,
but
just
yes,
wondering.
I haven't forgotten.
I didn't think you did, I was just wondering, that's all.
That's lower level.
I know it's lower level.
No, that's a question.
Yes,
That was a question,
It's
not
lower
a
level.
statement.
it's
Oh,
about
raise
the
it
lower
one.
level. It's not a lower
I
level for
think
everybody.
the most wonderful aspect is the fact that it hasn't flooded
I
lately.
don't jinx it,
I
oh
know.
my god.
Alright,
Yes.
let me,
Say
I'll go
that.
under the table.
It doesn't mean anything is solved. It just means we haven't had the right kind of rain.
Just,
Yeah.
it means we need drought then, yeah. Then we won't have the flooding.
Well, maybe it's possibly taking the bushes out on that side, I mean, we've done some things, right?
Yeah.
It looks so much.
Alright. I love it.
Are you all set?
Mhm.
Okay, wonderful, thank you. So, next we have the budget sections. Sarah, on page 4, you added a section, new vendors, at least I feel like it's been. Can you go through that?
Yeah, sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. Let me get to it using this page. If we have new vendors, then it's there. If we don't have any new vendors, then we don't. All of those people are the, well, with the exception of Precision Lawn Irrigation, those are the members of Blackthorn, which was the band that we had play here on October 3rd, and they all wanted to be invoiced separately.
And then the lawn irrigation, why are they?
Because our old irrigation company just wasn't working for us.
And I'll just go through my stuff and then turn it over. next page, page 5, we got a reference to Imperial Dade, and then there's the Planton Moran bill. Could you talk about those two?
Yeah, Imperial Dade, you sometimes see them on here as network services. They are a vendor of janitorial supplies. And then Plant Moran, that was work for that Aaron did for us on the audit. Yeah.
And I assume that will stop for a while.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any questions on the cash disbursements?
I did not.
I guess I have to ask what Flutterby is.
Oh, it's I think it's a vendor of children's books. I know that one caught my eye too.
Yeah.
Okay, on page 7, we've got our budget, which I don't have any concerns over. Everything that's supposed to be on tracking is tracking, and I think the amounts of cash at the end of the year all look good.
Great.
Anybody else have anything else for this section?
It's good.
Rate of return is still good, 4.73 annual yield. So I'll make a motion that on page 10, I move to approve the monthly cash disbursements in the form of the check numbers noted for a grand total of $542,200.82. The specific amounts noted.
Second? Oh, go
Thank
ahead, no, it's yours.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed, wonderful.
Thank you.
The next item is the motion to approve the remaining consent agenda items. Anybody wanna move it?
Do we have to have a motion if we didn't remove any?
Oh, right, we didn't take anything out.
Yeah, you have to approve. Oh, no, you're right. We'll just approve it at the
At the
end,
end.
right?
The end.
And we didn't take any out.
Yeah, number 14,
I
motion
thought we
to
decided
approve.
at the last meeting that we had to have a motion for the remaining items.
We need it at some point, let's do it now.
Oh, I thought it was, okay.
I'll move it, anybody second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Wonderful.
Then we don't need to do 14.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's when we wouldn't have used, okay. I was
So it's
testing
time
Linda.
for the call.
She passed. She has my pen now.
Yeah, yeah. Jane
Jane?
Bershey, our SOC representative.
Go Jane.
Jane is also an administration library assistant too, who works at the welcome desk.
So, our current account balance is right around $4,500. Our casualty funds is at $204.57, which is more than we usually take in, and I'm speculating that it's because we now have a QR code so that people can
Oh.
pay that way through PayPal, so.
Smart.
A lot of times, 2 months is about 200, so that's good. And then we had a bottle can drive, and we got $108.10 from that. And I think I mentioned last month that the funds for September and October for the casualty amount will go to the Birmingham Bloomfield Community Coalition. And right now we're doing a Halloween costume raffle. So today and on Halloween, the 31st, it's staff dresses up and has their picture taken in the staff hallway and submits it to the SOC email. There'll be a drawing for, we're gonna give away 2 $25 gift certificates or gift cards. So just as a
I hope we see all
fun
those.
thing.
Yeah, really.
Oh boy, it's
Yeah,
my library.
some
That's the most creative,
Yes.
scariest. Why did they wear
Yep.
we need a judge.
There you go. We
Yeah,
decided
yeah,
against a
of course,
judge
I'll be
and
there.
did a drawing.
I will be there.
I talked about it with Judge, yeah.
And then the last thing is we're planning a staff gathering on January 10th at Fifth Tavern. And we're in,
That's
still
on
making
Telegram.
plans.
Fun, that's nice,
That's the hope.
good,
You all will be invited.
yay.
It's across the street from me.
Oh, yeah.
What do you do with 1,040 cans? Like, how do you put them in the machine at Kroger? What about, like, do you split it up or do you just roll in there with 1,000?
Jane does it.
You can't do it all in one fell swoop. You can only.
I go up there with
Maybe not.
Jane
4
volunteered.
Costco lawn and leaf bags.
Oh my God, I love you.
She's the best.
She's
Kelly,
dedicated.
bring back that pursing. I've got so many purses I'll give you to sell.
It's right, it's on the
Yeah.
agenda for
For
November.
next month.
Talk about
Yeah.
that.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Wow.
Jane.
Thanks.
Jane.
Take it away, Tara.
All right, unfinished business, I thought I'd just mention one more time that we're changing the start time of the board meeting.
Before.
Oh, this is the first time I'm hearing this. What's this?
Are you trying to drive me into it?
Let me highlight it for you.
Did you, like, what did you do to alert the public of that?
We changed our website.
Okay.
We have it posted back here in our display area, posting area. What else did we do, Lyndon? It's
So
in that
so it's
memo.
long enough, it's been long enough that,
Oh, we even
It's
let
fine for-
BCTV know that we're
Okay.
changing it and
We
ask the
let
township to
BCTV
change it
know.
on their website as well.
great,
Yes, so.
We
Great.
still
It's
expect
on
them
our-
to come in at 7 p.m. next
For
week.
sure.
And Jane knows too.
Yeah, first public in a year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
And so all the public who attend our
Yes.
meetings.
Right.
That's right.
No, they know,
Yes.
because they're here, because they read our board packet,
Right.
Yes,
Right.
thoroughly.
Melby contract.
And that's all we have for
Mhm.
unfinished business.
Okay.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah,
All right.
what's the new business?
Community Room AV System Upgrade RFP Award.
Mhm.
This is very exciting to me. People have complained about the AV equipment in the community room since I started working here, so I am happy to make some changes there. As usual, I'll thank Catherine for her hard work on this. She coordinates the work on any RFP. And as you mentioned, Shane, it's a lot.
Yeah.
She had to wrangle Paul and me to try to get us to review all the RFPs, and we had some meetings to discuss it, so we did a very thorough job, I feel like, and I'm gonna let Catherine take it over.
Sure, thanks Tara. So yeah, this encompasses all of the AV equipment in the community room, from the speakers and microphones to the projector and screen, to the control panel and the equipment that goes in the rack. Paul was really instrumental in understanding and setting specifications for all of the technical stuff. So I really appreciate his help and input and that of the IT team. We released this RFP in mid-July and did a mandatory walkthrough, as we usually do when the bid has anything to do with the physical space itself. As Shane noted earlier, we had about 70 people, 70 companies download the bid documents on BidNet. And we had, I believe, 13 attend our mandatory walkthrough, which tracks with the numbers that we've been seeing, the number of downloads, and then the percentage of those that come to the walkthrough. And then about half the people that come to the walkthrough submitted proposals. All 7 of those proposals are in the middle of the table for you, printed out. There was a range of prices in these proposals and a range of plans for our community room AV system. What we were really looking for was a clear understanding of the different uses of our space and a clear explanation of how the technologies these companies were proposing would meet the needs that we have. We wanted to make sure that the vendor really understood how our room is used for everything from toddler dance parties to graduation ceremonies to, your more typical presentations that are and concerts that happen at the library. And one company, CTI, really rose to the top with this. They showed just a lot of interest and enthusiasm in our project from the start. They attended the walkthrough, asked many questions, and stayed right through to the end to kind of get the lay of the land, understanding where wiring was run already in the room so that they had a good understanding of what already existed and what we were looking for. They followed up a few days later asking if they could come back again to make sure that they had a full understanding of the use cases, as they put it, for our community room, and came back out and met with me and Paul to discuss further all the different things that we were looking for. At that time, one of the people that was here mentioned that he grew up coming to this library, and so he felt personally invested in making
That's
sure
nice.
that we wound up with a good system. CTI's proposal, when received, was clearly outlined what equipment they wanted to put into place and why that would meet our needs, and also offered some additional options to choose from. So we invited CTI and one other company, Advanced Lighting and Sound, for interviews to try to get to know the company a little bit better, talk more about communication during the project. You know, this is a public space, wanting to make sure that they understand that, check in on timeline, and get a better understanding for ourselves of what technology they were proposing. And CTI showed up very well prepared for the interview with 3 people, kind of a salesperson, somebody, I think he might have been a VP, and then a technical person who kind of understood all the wiring and all the different components and how they would work together. They were able to answer all of our questions, and when asked to follow up with a couple additional options, they did so within a day. And for all of those reasons, we really feel that CTI is going to do the job and do it well at, again, at a medium price from the different proposals that we received.
Have we used them before?
We have not.
We have not. This is a new to us vendor. It is a national company. It's large, I believe 45 offices.
Wow.
Sorry, I've got a couple different documents going here. 44 offices across the country with over 1,200 employees. So one of the things that we liked about that is they do have a local office in Novi, but they also have the infrastructure to respond to questions, warranty issues, and follow up with various things.
Is there any relationship between management and this company?
No.
Basically, on here, they didn't specify library experience, I'm sorry.
Right,
Oh, I saw that they
but I'm
have
wondering
experience.
if they haven't been in libraries, do they have something that they offered as comparable kind of experience in public
They
spaces?
have municipal experience, and the references that I checked were Sumter Township, Canton Township, and City of Carmel. And they worked in the City of Detroit, so doing like meeting spaces for
Council, so
township,
similar.
like township boards.
Okay, gotcha.
And their references were outstanding.
And do they have, I see the training for staff. So once they leave and it's installed, have we appointed or identified someone on staff that would be
That's our
a
IT
point
department.
person?
Yep.
Train the trainer kind of.
Exactly. Yep.
I was shocked at the difference, the one right next to it's 174,000.
Your
It's-
person was all over.
Yeah.
They also sent 44 separate PDFs as
Oh, they're the
bid
ones.
package.
Nice.
Oh, I
We gotta
see
pay
right
for the
here, yeah.
What's our estimate on this last comment? Additional electrical and carpentry work to be done by others? Makes sense?
Minimal, I don't believe, so the carpentry work is in the community room, the projector screen, for aesthetic reasons, is hidden inside a fake wooden beam that blends in with the other real wooden beams in the room. And because we are asking for a larger projector screen, they will need to cut into that beam to make room for the new screen. So we don't have an estimate on exactly how much that will cost. And then electrical, we didn't get an estimate on that. There shouldn't be much electrical needed because they're, other than the speakers, they're really using the same placement for everything. I'm hoping it'll be under the $5,000 threshold. We'll see.
I appreciate the details that you did with Paul and also on the other end. I mean, I was like, oh,
Yeah, there was a lot to go
look
through.
at all these I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that was really good, and obviously it'll bode well for what we'll receive,
I think so.
what we're paying.
And we've blocked off the community room for the work to be done, from mid-December through the first week of January. And they've assured us that they will be able to work within that timeline, and they anticipate all equipment to come in within that, between now and then.
Anybody else have questions?
No,
Is there a motion here anywhere?
there
There
is,
is.
yes.
Page 36.
Yes, I move to approve awarding the community room AV upgrade bid to CTI 40000 Grand River Avenue, Suite 201, Novi, Michigan, 48375.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great, thank you so much. We'll get started on that project.
Good work.
Thank you.
Yeah, really.
You
We've been
just
talking
want
about
dust
this
in
for
your
so
life.
long.
You just want, you want no construction.
Yes, for certain events, they require,
This is-
we have an external speaker set
Oh,
that has to come out so it sounds
overdue.
better.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to never use
Right,
that again.
right, yeah.
Do you have any-
That sound system.
That takes us to other, do you have any other?
I don't.
I do.
I do too, you
Oh.
first.
I just have a quick curiosity. First off, the urns look great.
Oh,
So
good.
yay.
Good.
I have not heard anything lately about the vending machine man and maybe I shouldn't be asking.
No.
Cause I know that there was a big brouhaha. I think that one group had quit and then they had this other guy who came in and is everything going smoothly?
Yes, it is,
Okay,
the dust has settled there.
okay.
Great.
And the current company, what are they called, Catherine?
J2H, JH2, J2,
J2.
it's a J and H and a 2. They,
Yeah.
it's a mom and pop company. I think
Okay.
they just hired their first employee.
Oh,
They're
nice.
so much better.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
that is
I'm
so
glad
much
to hear.
better.
They're very
Yeah.
kind and responsive.
Oh, good.
I mean, we still have machines that jam and
Sure.
and eat your money.
Right.
The firm itself is very good.
But they're willing, they come out when called and
Yes.
Oh, good.
They're
Cause
great.
that's been quite a
Oh,
uphill.
yeah.
Okay.
So-
But I hadn't heard about it in a while, and so I thought, oh,
No, well,
No
no,
news is
no,
good news.
yes, no news is good.
yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Anybody else? I got a few, with apologies. How's the handbook?
The employee handbook, that is next on my list of things to distribute. We're gonna distribute that through our Bamboo HR software and have people sign off on it there, so we gotta do that in the next couple weeks or so.
Okay. Can you talk about voting?
Yeah, early voting is coming, as was in my, written report.
What do you think?
Yeah, it starts this Saturday, 8:30 to 4:30, through November 2nd, which is a Sunday. It's 8:30 to 4:30 every day except Thursday, October 30th, when it is 12 to 8. There are only 2 communities out of the 3 that we're an early voting site for that have an election. Bloomfield Hills School District has a sinking fund question, so Bloomfield Township voters will be here. City of Birmingham has city commission seats and library board seats, so City of Birmingham voters will be here. Southfield Township has nothing. And then don't forget that we are also a regular precinct location on voting day, so precinct 10 for Bloomfield Township will vote here on Tuesday.
Is that new?
Yes.
Okay.
As of, I can't remember, when did we do that? Like,
Early this year, but
Summer.
there hasn't been an election since
Yeah.
then.
Okay.
So this will be the first time for us.
So we will actually be a presidential elections, District 2? Okay, wow.
yes, so this is the first election that we've had in a year. The last one was November of 2024. I think, so the turnout for the presidential election was almost 80%. For the election that was on this same cycle, so 2 years before that, I think 2023, 1 year, it was like 29%, 25 to 29%. So I think turnout will be much lower. We won't have the uproar, hoopla that we did for the presidential election. So I think it's gonna be fine.
I still have coffee with the elderly couple who were in front of me.
Really?
Yeah, every once in a while, like every other month, yeah.
friends.
We did.
So from now on, we'll be the early voting as we have been, but then we'll also be election day precinct.
Precinct, yeah, for precinct 10.
Just couldn't get enough of that.
I know. I love voting.
And then Jane and her cohorts will be well versed in.
They will, yeah. We've had some extra communication with the clerk's office and we've asked them for a handout to explain, voter registration
Right.
and all that kind of stuff to take a little bit of the burden off.
These pens are great, tell them to bring the pens, I'll be.
Was there anything else that you wanted to know about that?
No, that's wonderful. I also, I enjoyed reading the art committee minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if you guys have any comments on that, like, there's a lot going on. The outdoor sculpture, what was it?
It was a sculpture that would be best served in more of a wooded area where you'd sort of mingle it with the trees and walk around the corner and see it. It was different. It looked nice from the photograph. You really can't tell from a photograph, but it was not appropriate for our space.
Like modern or something? It wasn't
It was just it was large, and the other thing is that it was climbable. So we were afraid that little kids might climb on it, and because it
I
had
didn't even think about that.
it had the and so we would have had to bolt it down, and then you
Yeah.
didn't know, and a high wind or something. So, but we gave them the school farm, not a school farm, the nature center, and the new Davidson building. So on Woodward. So, but she seemed very nice about it. She was
Yeah.
grateful that we gave her those suggestions.
Yeah. What about the youth terrace? What are we thinking? What you guys think on that?
I like those ideas. It's very sensory. It'll activate your eyes and your ears. I don't think your nose, but your eyes and your ears, and really good.
Yeah.
I smell garlic, but I think they're going to be really cool. I think they'll be a really fine addition too.
Whose idea was that?
It was Jen's idea.
Yeah.
Jen's, yeah.
And the Friends are looking for something to commemorate
Oh,
Linda
that's
Southern.
right, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I would love to go on this art walk around.
You, do you?
Yeah, seriously.
Normally
Yeah,
I
I
invite
like
the
that
president
idea.
to committee meetings and I was remiss in not inviting you, so you can come to that.
No, I don't.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
don't schedule around me, but you guys schedule it, maybe I can go. And then the donor wall, will you talk about that? Like, what are we thinking?
You know, I am the
I pitched
bugaboo.
this idea.
Yeah, this was your idea. I'm a bugaboo because I've seen it at other libraries and I don't like it. But what you showed us, I went online to look and I looked at a few of them. It can be quite beautiful. And the issue that we have is people who give money, it's in that book thing that's on the wall and it's like made of paper and it's just very strange. And it when you look at how gorgeous and lovely our library is, it's not indicative of what we represent. And so Tara had some ideas and we talked about different areas to have it. So it wouldn't be necessarily someplace that would hit you in the face. It would be someplace that you'd have to meander and find, not that it would be the first thing, but I think that it's a good source for obviously remembrance and for people who found, well, we talked about CTI, the person had some great ideas about this and great memories. And so, but it's also a way to make some monies that we could dedicate and donate to a different way. So, but your ideas, I thought some of them were quite beautiful, what you saw, so.
It can be nice, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not anything that would be in the direct line of most things, so.
Like when you go to the hospital.
We're thinking,
Yeah.
we're thinking, this is a beautiful hall here, maybe in this area or something, so.
Oh, awesome. The other ones I had were on the complaints, I don't know if you guys read them. There was
Comments.
one, comments, one that said, I don't, the comments are great, but I never asked, quit spending money.
Yeah.
You know what that one?
I really don't. My only intel on that is that the welcome desk clerk, and Jane is the one who collects all the comments from the box, and
Like filming the box?
well, we do
camera.
know when it was placed, but it's not like somebody came up to the desk and was mad about something and then jotted down a comment. I think what somebody said was like you could tell that he was like scribbling something and then it went in the box. So we don't know who it was or why they said that.
I'm wondering if it was because of all the furniture.
Right, was the furniture out this
Yeah.
time?
It had just ended.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what
that's
my
probably
thinking
it,
was,
yeah.
yeah. Cause that could be, it looks expensive, some of the pieces looked
Yeah.
expensive,
Yeah.
so.
Is that, is that the only recent comment we've had,
Money.
spending?
That's the only one I can
Yeah, ever.
Yeah.
There were one or two comments placed at the furniture fair in the comment box for that said like, spend more money on books instead
Oh,
of this,
interesting.
the current furniture is fine, it's not a common sentiment, but not unexpected.
Right,
Especially, you don't know if people spend a lot of time
sure,
in here or just come in and grab a book and go.
Sure.
If they understand how bad off the furnishings are.
Is there any kind of, is anybody anticipating that costs of printed materials will go up as a result of the Baker and Taylor?
That's a good question. I don't know. Library Journal usually does an article every year on like.
I mean, this was so
cost of things.
unexpected,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know that anybody anticipated it, but I just wonder if that's something to be aware
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
especially whenever we start talking budget.
Yeah, I'll have to look for that article. and see
I'm
what they
I'm
say.
surprised that, like private equity hasn't come in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
I
that was part of the issue, was that they were trying to go to a buyer and that the deal fell through.
Yeah,
So in a way,
but this,
the surviving
Vendors.
vendors that are there might be lowballing to get budget
Sure.
money from that.
Were they
You never know.
nationwide or just
Oh,
in?
yeah.
Oh,
Like
okay.
global.
Were they, oh, okay.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt, I
No, no,
was
no.
wondering if there were other
It's a grab
comments about.
There was a comment about an EV charger,
Mhm.
which of course I would love. Do we have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, we have thoughts. We've talked about when we redo the parking lot, we'd be adding some.
I wonder if there's a way to get the government to pay for that, cause
Maybe.
they're so expensive, and the maintenance is so
Yeah.
expensive, because they will break and they don't
Okay.
work, but I guess we'll talk about that.
Yeah, I don't know much about them.
And the last one I had was for you, Judy, the boxwoods have moths apparently,
Oh.
it says one.
Oh, yes.
BT.
They have to be sprayed.
Yeah,
Who does
they
it?
need to be sprayed, they're, that and, there's so many diseases going, one plant has got one at Cranbrook that's really bad now. I'll think of hemlocks are not, they're being inundated with different bugs and things, I don't think we have many hemlocks here though. But the boxwood, occasionally they should be sprayed too, so you could call American arborists or,
I think
Docs
Tom's
will
already
put them-
aware of it, cause
okay.
he personally, at his house was.
Yeah, because wasn't that in the spring? It was
Yeah.
supposed to be?
And that's usually when you get rid of them, so.
I can make sure.
They will come back if they're sprayed
Yeah,
and
eventually.
fed
Yeah.
also.
Oh, yeah, yeah. They're pretty hardy. And I haven't been to your house yet, I will drive.
That's okay, no point now the leaves are all on the ground.
Oh, pick one up for me.
Oh, I was supposed to do that.
Yeah.
That was my fault. Okay, that's all, anybody else got anything you wanna talk about?
Just a cheers to our wonderful Friends of the Library.
Yes.
During Friends of the Library Week. They do such a great job of, they're wonderful ambassadors in our community. And they do a great job supporting our library and library services, so programs, everything.
Yes.
Did you all sign the card?
Yes,
Going around?
everyone is accounted for, I have it, yes.
Great.
Thank you for that, and I'll drop off some treats and goodies for them
Yeah,
tomorrow.
and I saw the email
Mhm.
that went out and
We've done
lots
some
of
social
stuff all
media
over,
posts,
yep,
yeah.
it's really nice.
Well said. Move to adjourn?
And when do we meet next?
At 6, is it 6:30? Wait, let's hear
What
her.
time?
What time is it, Karen?
6:30.
Wait, you wanna say it one more
November
time?
18th.
November 18th, 6:30.
Be there.
Did
Great.
someone second the motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.